Hi there, my name is Todd Miller, better known as Tightwad Todd. I created an 11-part video series as an introduction to personal finance. This is the third video in the series, and today we're going to talk about assets and liabilities. But first, just a little bit about me. I am a financial coach and I work with busy professionals just like you, where we transform a six-figure income into a seven-figure net worth. I am the creator of tightwadtodd.com, where I post videos, have a blog, and also send out a weekly newsletter with money saving tips. So if you like my content, please subscribe. And I created this video series to help everyone get better with their finances, no matter where you stand today. This is an outline of the topics that I'm going to be covering in the video series. And again, today we are on assets and liabilities. If you see something that you want to jump to, feel free to do so. By the end of this video, you're going to know the difference between assets and liabilities. You're going to have calculated both your total assets and your liabilities, and you're going to realize the implications of having a negative net worth, as well as the benefits of having a positive net worth. In addition, we're going to have calculated your net worth by the end of this. And in doing so, you're going to have a great grasp on your overall financial situation as it sits today. So, what are assets? Assets are items of value or something that puts money in your pocket. And with assets, there are varying degrees of risk. So, you have things that are very safe, like cash and bonds. And then you have things that are more risky, such as stocks, venture capital, and other investments like that. So, just to give you some examples in no particular order, we have cash, stocks and bonds, real estate, cryptocurrency, and private equity. So part of the class today is I want to make sure that you have a understanding of all of the assets that you have. So what I want you to do is to write down all of the assets that you can think of. And if you need to pause this video, go ahead and do that. And then also, I do have an example here just to give you a rough idea to kind of get you started on some things that you have. So in this example, we have cash, we have stocks, and for your stocks in your IRA, you can really just log into your account and pull up the market value today and write that down. For your vehicles, you may need to use a site like kellybluebook.com in order to get a rough idea on the value of your vehicles. For your primary home, if you don't have a good idea on that, you can use a site like Zillow.com in order to get a rough estimate. And so in our estimate here today, we have total assets of 540,000. Now the flip side of an asset is a liability. And a liability is a financial obligation that is owed to another party. And typically when you have a liability, you are paying interest, and that can either be variable or fixed rate. So a couple examples of liabilities are credit card debt, student loans, mortgages, and vehicle loans. So just like with your total assets, I want you to go ahead and list out all of your liabilities so that you have a better understanding of everything that you owe money on. And if you need to pause this video while you do this, feel free to do so. But we're going to go ahead and go back to our example here. So if we go through, we have some credit card debt, and this is total credit card debt. It can be helpful to list everything that you owe on each individual credit card. We have student loans, vehicle loans, a mortgage, and a furniture loan. And in total, in our example here, that equals $497,500. Now, the difference between your assets and your liabilities is your net worth. And net worth is just a measure of your financial health and financial freedom. So if you have a positive net worth, that means you have some degree of financial health and some degree of financial freedom. Whereas if it's negative, then you have poor financial health and little to no freedom. And we'll cover financial freedom more in the next video series. So getting back to our example here, if we take the assets that we calculated earlier, as well as the liabilities, and we just do some simple subtraction, then we end up with a net worth of 43,000. So now I want you to go ahead and do the same thing so that you have a better understanding of your net worth today as well. And again, if that's positive, that's good. That means you're on the right track. You have more things of value than more debts. Whereas if it's negative, then the exact opposite is true. You owe more on things than what they are worth. And that means that you really need to keep working in order to be able to pay that down and to create some sort of financial health and financial freedom in your life. So that's a wrap for the third video. Coming up next is the fourth video on financial freedom. I appreciate you joining here with me today and hope to see you on the next video. Thanks.